seeing loose.
Stay higher, stay higher.
Save it! Save it! Oh, no! Oh! Go, and then when he comes up, look at, there's Josh Berry. Just nowhere to go. Boom.
Shows the he's wrecking. Joey Logano.
Logano. And Keselowski
is in it. Note on the bottom, gets turns him into the Joey Logano. And then, Jeff, we've all felt it. That silence. When that car goes over, it gets really, really quiet. Not a fun sound.
And you have no idea if that car is just going to start rolling and continuing to roll. Bumper of the 11 right here. That's that sandwich we talk about. And when Denny stepped out, the 47 was still connected. And that little bit of contact is what turned Denny into the 22 of Logano.
A little bit on the middle of the corner, had to check up. When he came back down is when he got it.
contact to the 22 of Austin Wayne, self going around.
Here a year ago, did Jordan Anderson.
There is the move as he gets down to the bottom.
Had to spin a guy out of the way.
Yeah, that's what got.
Derek Griffith to the point in the 55.
Ooh, look at the contact.
Oh! Gracie Trotter gets into her teammate, Derek Griffith, then he goes around and they continue crashing.
Greg Van Alst, Nick Sanchez in the back of him, gets him sideways, and then I guess maybe he lost a little bit momentum, and Gracie looked like she was just trying to stay in line but made more contact. There's the initial contact right there. It gets him sideways, and that slows his momentum, and then she just couldn't stay off him right there. And around he goes. He makes a little bit of contact with his other teammate, Drew Dollar. Then Greg Van Alst, Nick Sanchez come along with absolutely nowhere to go. Finishes top 10 finishes in 20 races last year. Heads up driving like that.
6 cars involved. Dollar was our pole sitter. Sanchez, Trotter, Van Alst, Griffith, and Melton. They've got him off of pit road now. Cleanup continues.
That was in the 2001 Daytona 500.
That's like back in your era, Jeff.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Almirola Bowman.
Oh, the 24's on his side. Remember what he just got over on that right side.
I could tell you another part of that equation, Jeff. These cars, they have skew in the rear ends. That's obviously for speed and make the cars go fast, make them.
We're going to ride with Ryan Newman through this.
Well, look at that 24 car go up on the side.
On the bottom.
The run's on top.
Whoa!
Teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Kyle Larson.
Caution is out.
New car, Brad Keselowski went to go to the inside of his teammate Joey Logano.
The big one on the final lap in the Michael McDowell emerges with the victory.
Right, he got the big push. He went to make the move. He's got so much momentum. There's nothing more that he could do. And I think Joey.
Crash on the final lap of the Daytona 500.
Stretch. Big wreck.
And you can have that.
Oh, my.
My. Matt Jaskell in the 13, sitting up on top of Jesse Little. Spins to the outside. And then here comes Jaskell in the 13. And just so much momentum gets him up on top of this.
This moment here where he just backs over the front end of that car. Oof.
His finish last year got him $100,000 in the dash for cash, and oh my goodness, Josh Berry.
You know, you get on someone's door, they're going to lose the air, and unfortunately that's what happened to Sieg. And
because I know if I don't perform in this car, I'm probably never going to get another chance in the Xfinity Series.
Power, I am team turf. I mean, look how high. I mean, the grass may be tall, but wow, it is up there.
7th caution of the
Already loose. When half comes down, oh, he's going to collect Cole Custer, just an innocent bystander. Tries to lock up the brakes here. Man, wow. Look at that safer barrier. Take
That's
that
a
impact.
shot right there.
No visibility here. Starting to slow down, getting in the corner.
No, we're not even to the corner. He lifted because of that.
Yeah, you know what happened? He let off early because he didn't know where the braking zone was, had no visibility.
See, and somebody ran
in the
over
back of him.
We
got another one. Is that the 19?
Yep.
Same situation. Wow.
And right under him. Oh, and into the wall.
I know where to go. Has no idea. Mark Truex Jr.'s had damage. Now that right, thank goodness there's a little bit of a
restarts in particular. Massive hit right there. It's Cole Custer. Man, he almost got him on his lid.
Oh, that looks like Harrison Burton gets up in the air. Everybody behind him, oh, they're all jumping that curb. Goodness gracious. See that orange curb in the 90. Oh, that looks like
some spots, and it's going to cost him another. Whoa, look out. One car spinning further back and off the course as everybody will slide by everybody trying to check.
And look at this. Oh, my goodness. That's almost like ski jumping. That's Winter Olympics preview right there. Wow.
I mean, that's some Hollywood stuff right there. Now, the question is who did it better? And who
do that somehow. And it's just
oh, the 24 is spinning. The 24's there's a multiple cars into the wall here. There must be oil or some kind of fluid down on the racetrack right there in turn. We got more cars coming in.
William Byron is reporting that the curb came up.
Out. Everyone behind him.
He wants third, but he's got to get around A.J. Allmendinger to do it. Bubba Wallace off course. One other car spinning, leading turn 6. More contact on the straightaway.
See Bubba Wallace, he bails out, but huge jump right there. Blaney hit it a little bit. Further back, look at that launch. Coming backwards toward me. Backed into the wall, big heavy impact.
Christopher Bell holds on for second. Larson, Elliott, Hamlin, third through fifth.
Oh, there's a big crash.
Look at this. Dillon with so much damage.
Side drafting the 2. Oh, my. Oh, that's a hard hit.
Situation in Daytona now for the 3 team and Austin Dillon. Oh,
crossover. That's Austin Hill in the 21. Big crash. Up and over. And behind him.
That's just a bad scenario. Once you get turned around backwards, if he doesn't get hit in the front end, it probably doesn't get airborne, but it's just you got that other car.
How close it was at the time of caution, because look right here, it looks like the 16's out front. Whew, it had to be really close.
The caution wasn't out at that point when they left our screen, so he...
One car, 27 wins all time by 5 different drivers. Spectacular last lap crash at Daytona in the Xfinity Series. Myatt Snyder up and over.
Come off the corner, the car got light exactly like I was talking about. Man, it went over too. I was right.
Half in front, tight out the back, tight in front all the way. Wrecking here, wrecking.
Oh, man.
You know, pushing obviously on a rookie, Tony, you talked about it. Again, come off of that corner, got light, and that thing was long for the ride, but very aggressive pushing.
That is not at all what you're looking for. That kid is sitting there going, what happened? He said, lucky it didn't bite right there.
Yep.
And 1985, Harrison Burton goes for a flyer at Daytona.
I don't know who that is, but there's
several
one up
on
top of it.
Yeah, it's 4 of them. 4-car pileup in the back straightaway.
Woo, one almost went over.
Top of the screen, 1 car completely sideways. I believe that's Cindric.
There's that one I almost saw go over, the 16, I believe it was.
It was LaJoy that I saw first.
Yes.
Around right in his lap, right in front of him, nowhere to go.
At the end of this race today.
Oh, and there goes one. That's Mason Massey in the 91. Big hit on the inside wall.
Pow. So that was the first hit. And so then Barry, oh, now I see. It looked like Yaley got twisted out to the right. That was a hard hit.
You okay? I had a tower go down there.
Makes sense.
That's the 91 there for a second.
Everybody's pushing and dragging the brake now. No, Sam Mayer out of shape. He collects Austin Hill.
Wreckage behind you.
Wow. Guy dominated car in line. And
getting a shove from AJ there and just kept getting squirrelier and squirrelier.
And here's Allmendinger.
Broke up. You should get a run right here. You should get a run. You should get a run here. Go. The two will go with you. The two will go with you.
Anyways. Couple of hard hits here.
Once again coming to the white flag.
AJ Allmendinger jumps out front, and there's a crash. Caution is out.
And then 47 into the 45, yep. Oh, wow. Oof. That's a lick.
Is Greg Alding.
Energy, and speaking of, we got a big crash on the front stretch. A few cars around, and another one.
She got run into from behind, very similar to what we saw in practice yesterday. I believe that was the 10 car, Richard Garvey, that ran in the back of Tony.
From behind, she gets sideways.
Yeah, Brayton Laster with the 0-3 with nowhere to go, and watch.
Oh my gosh. Great camera shot, but
wow.
That's Richard Garvey riding up over.
Looks like a stadium truck.
There it is.
Oh, you see the 36 get loose. Alex LeBay.
Yeah, and he just in that same spot that we've seen a couple times today, in that second groove, kind of in a pack, and just NASCAR is done. Look at this hit. You can see the wall give, and you look at the safer barriers.
Tires, yeah.
Whoa! That was big. Got loose off the corner. Had to get completely out of the gate. Oh, he's got right rear fire. Right rear down. Huge wreck. So Austin Cinder, or no, it's Chastain starting to limp it around, slowing down. And here he comes. Ross Chastain, nowhere to go.
Oh,
Suarez.
Briscoe got into the back of Suarez, and he gets pounded.
Dang it.
Oh, Buscher's upside down.
I think he hooked a drain. Gets sideways, and here comes the impact. Hard hit. You see him spinning. The more you look at that, the whole right front suspension was broke off. I think it rolled underneath the car, and that's what flipped the car. The upper A-frame was broke. The whole right front suspension dug in.
That was Todd Gilliland, tried to go high and just didn't have enough room.
See that right front wheel dug underneath the car, and that's what dug in and caused it to start flipping. Violent front. See it flip
right
over?
There.
Yeah.
Dug in.
Upper A-frame was broken. As soon as it rolled underneath the car, it dug in and sent that thing a-flipping. Wow. What a ride. A lot of work went into the safety of these race cars. See him crawl out of that thing.
Goes around.
Oh, Sam Mayer in it.
And a big hit from behind on Ryan Sieg. They pile up coming out of 2.
27, and Jeff Burton was the one that made contact with the 39, sending him going to try to appear or dime in the corner. Looks like he's trying to come down, and the 2 of Creed thinks he's there, and he stays in the gas. Contact, and the around goes the 8 in front of traffic. Oh, my goodness.
And here comes Myatt. You know, that's so difficult. It's hard to know what lane to go to. I agree with you. I think Josh Berry thought he was clear, came down the racetrack. Sheldon Creed's there, and now here he is spinning in front of the entire field. You've already selected which lane you're going to go. You can't just change that lane.
Absolutely up to the door of the 16, and the 16 just moves up like he doesn't think he's there. So whether it was on purpose or he was chasing his race car, I don't know. But either way, is another look at it.
Well, I think right there, what's happened is Allmendinger's gotten up the track and gotten into him, and now the car is on his right rear quarter panel, and now he can't turn left. Now it's shoving him to the right. But you can see right here, Allmendinger got loose, and now he's up the racetrack, and now the contact's coming, and with that contact in the right rear quarter panel, it's just shoving the front of the nose into the wall, and then look like the Brandon Jones sees it happening. He tries to get slowed down, but behind him, he doesn't get slowed down. Can't make out who that car is.
I think it's.
Oh, look at that hit by Brandon Jones.
Big hit.
That clean air. Oh, big wreck. Huge contact.
48 is involved. That's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Now up and over goes the 27. So Jeff Burton sliding on top.
I just want to get you.
Stenhouse, the 27 sees it. He goes as far left as he can. He has a choice. Am I either going to hit the end pit wall or stay on the racetrack? And he just launches off the 48 upside down. And then this long slide had to feel. Yellow barrel's not a good option.
Yeah, he made the right decision not to try to turn left there at the last moment. Just a no-win situation for Jeb.
And the spot. J. Allmendinger, and he's going to give it right to Noah Gregson into the wall. He'll go.
Oh, man.
Big hit for Gregson.
Allmendinger being pushed by Jeremy Clemens, and wow. All 4 tires off the ground.
16, he sees the momentum he has. AJ just gets into the back of him. It's a Redding just clipping the back bumper of McDowell, turns him into the outside wall.
It's that whole debate we just had, this whole wreck we just had.
For McDowell, that is going to hurt.
You know, oh, look at Corley.
Its job, another perfect example today. Look at the 7. He gets up in the air, spins around, and now these flashbacks.
Oh, into the wall he goes. And they'll collect more cars behind. The 14 stays on the ground.
He wants to push him, but he needs to push him in the right side. But the 14's driving
long ways off the ground before it comes back down. My goodness. That thing is, that's scary because.
Line, top of 3. He's got some help with him.
Oh, my God, oh, into the wall they go. The 11 now also caught up in it.
The whole
Haley.
But it's like 4 or 5 things happening all at once. When we pick it up, you've got 2 wrecks.
Well, the 31 just lost it too by himself in that top lane.
I wonder if it was
sideways.
The track is wet. Parker.
And Jeff.
Oh, that's not going to end well.
Jesse Love trying to hold on to it.
Jesse Love.
Big impact there.
Got way up to 12th. And now significant damage to that 27. The impact right here.
It might have been Andy J. Maybe
it's the tightest corner.
Heather, look at it here. Yep, Andy J. just behind the 20. Coming in, I would say Jesse Love was probably the favorite.
Oh, yeah, he's not out of it by a long shot. Yeah, he's
style of racing. You never know the names that are going to shuffle up. We had trouble. Connor Mosack.
Big name through the grass here.
Goes around our pole sitter.
They're rolling straight. There's nothing coming out back. Get out of the grass. It's wet. Keep rolling it out of the grass.
You heard him say it's wet. It rained here last night.
That's great heads-up info by the spotter there, too. Wet grass, being able to get in and out.
Yeah, keep it going.
Really fortunate the valence on that car didn't get ripped off.
There's a 1.
Sam Mayer's never won in the Xfinity Series. There goes the 1 to the outside of his teammate.
Through the middle of the 21. Oh, my goodness.
Mayer is turned. He's upside down. The caution is out. And now the question becomes, who was leading at the time of caution? Fashion.
He's got his left sides right now below. Speedway race at Daytona. The Funkaway Chevy was solid.
And I would say right there, I mean, as soon as he gets upside down, from a safety perspective, even though we didn't see the lights, you're thinking caution. I think Allgaier's got a chance here. And who knows how quick they were to rule it and hit the button. The reality is the caution could have come out before that for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what they say about the 7 and the 20. You know, it's kind of like they moved down together. That's going to be interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on there.
And I guess I'm saying 7.
Row, Chastain and Byron. Gregson on older tires with Kyle Busch. Here we go. Oh boy, and around goes Ty Dillon.
A bunch of them. Christopher Bell, Blaney, Almirola's around.
Stacked up right, oh boy.
Both lanes too, all over the place. This takes me back to the rule that they've changed this rule.
I'm out ahead on this one. They're all pretty darn good.
Gonna get tight.
Whoa! Oh, caution, caution.
Logano slides to the grass down the front straightaway as caution waves.
just running out of real estate. Logano come down. I'm going to say he didn't stay on that wall. I don't want to put blame on him. That's 3 cars going for the same spot.
Down toward him. But
He did, but he has to do that. If you rim ride all the way around there, you get tight and put yourself in the wall. Man, so close for Stenhouse Jr. right there. Almost got into him. That would have ended both of their days.
I mean, this is the kind of thing we see happen off of turn 4 here. I mean, this was kind of the same thing that happened last time with Larson and Bubba, and we saw what happened out
above Lane Riggs. Right there, that move from the truck, and Lane just squeezed over, tried to make sure he took his line away, kept everyone behind him, and there just wasn't room to do so.
You know, we always talk about Lane Riggs just moved up, and there wasn't room there.
At the time, Christian Eckes, it's nice and calm out front, but not so much back in the pack. Problems for the
limits. Blue 51 outside lane, pushing the 8, and there goes Justin Allgaier.
Teammates.
Into the wall.
It's a tough one, man. I mean, I felt like
for the 8th time on the front stretch. Oh, deep and a big hit after he had already come to a stop on the racetrack. 4 different trucks collected there.
See, there's 10 or 12 trucks heading that way, and the caution comes out immediately. But look he's hidden behind a cloud of smoke. Yeah. You can't see where you're going on the racetrack.
And now there's a lot of smoke. Looks like Matt Mills is the first one that gets there. Looks like Trey Hutchins turned right to try to avoid the 5. See if we can get another view of it. There he is in the outside wall. He bounced off the wall and anchored him pretty hard as well.
And you got to make a decision. Is he going to go low or is he going to go high? And everybody ahead of Mills went low, and Mills probably changed his mind. He didn't think he could fit through the bottom and tried to go high.
Did they touch? They touch. Nick Sanchez gets sideways. He wrecks. The 38 Zane Smith goes around.
Yeah, and
I'll see right here. Like, they hit pretty good, and I was trying to push, and he was sideways. So the second he crossed back up, I mean, I was coming so much faster, and he's sideways. So the second I touched him, he went around. So I didn't mean to tear up any race cars. I'm sorry, but I wasn't expecting that to happen. So this.
race here. That's Suarez.
Looked like Suarez out the front of, I think
Berry.
that was, well, Chris Buescher. Man, big contact with Berry into Chad.
Oh, big contact here in the back. The 38 gets hit in a right rear.
35, Patrick Emmerling.
Oh, big contact here in the back. The 38 gets hit in a right.
Let's see what happens. It happens, I think, towards the middle of the pack here on the top side, I believe. Oh, or in the middle. Oh, wow.
24 gets hooked into the 31, who comes up and gets into Anthony Alfredo.
Round reminded me a little bit of last year's season opener at Daytona. On here, you should just go by Junior, and there's trouble again. 3 on the stage.
My goodness.
And a major hit.
Oh.
In the middle, the 66. He's going to come down and hit the inside wall very, very hard.
And this is where the wall kicks out right there. And that shot doesn't do justice. And look at this car. Barrel rolling down the backstretch.
And that wasn't the half of it. By the way, Dexter Stacy has also climbed from his race car.
So this is Blaine Perkins. You see he's going to get hit. The car's going to catch the air, land right here on the roof, and here comes the barrel roll.
Right when you get sideways like that, it starts to bite, and then off it goes. And at this point, you hope when it's up in the air that it doesn't land on the roof.
Look at the parts and pieces just coming off that race car as it barrel rolls down the back straightaway.
It's at 6-7 times I think I saw.
This time. And there goes Daniel Hemrick off the bumper of Sheldon Creed. And this is the big one here at Talladega.
Oh, my.
Got one upside down. Is that Daniel Hemrick on his roof?
Upside down.
Yep, comes down too late, right? Late block, and then kind of causes the big one, and everyone's right there. And there is some massive hits. A lot of cars to the outside wall. Yeah, here's a view of some of these hits into the wall. Here's how Hemrick gets over. The 91 takes a pretty good hit there.
Riley Herbst looked like in the 98 riding right.
underneath.
Come up. That's a retaliation.
Which isn't a great move.
You hear him trying to bump, trying to stay out of it. Tell all sign when somebody's on the bottom and something there.
Or did Keselowski get into the left?
You never know. No, it's hard.
Let's keep an eye on it here. Oh. Here. You see him get hooked in the left rear. Excuse me, the right rear. And let's keep an eye on it here. Oh.
Great battle up front. There's battles all over the racetrack on this side. Haley Deegan gets a shove. She'll bring
A little bit of touch on the right rear corner, it looked like.
Yeah, that totally went over someone.
Wow,
Watch
Nick
this hit here.
Sanchez.
That's just
All 4 tires up off the ground.
Made the decision that I'm going to stay here. That cluster maybe gets a little loose. It comes off the wall and catches the 2.
turns.
You see he's heading down into the corner. You see the right front just dropped, and the car would not turn at that point. So certainly the right front's down right there. Now it's never going to turn. He thinks it might have broken a rotor.
Well, he was just off pit road at lap 266. Oh, crash!
Into the wall hard. And Austin Dillon for the second time
of Reddick.
I could get another look at that. It almost looked like Austin didn't know he was there, but
7, Sammy Smith.
Yeah, 77 of Hocevar and the 18 of...
Yes, like save it, trying to help him, but they're all packing up behind each other with nowhere to... Just spins harmlessly down to the inside. There's a big contact. That's going to bend the rear end housing in that 77.
And a win in New Hampshire, 32nd, 34th, the 2 races after that. I don't know he's got damage here.
Some light contact. 23-11 entry. Justin Haley, big off. Drivers.
Very narrow part of the racetrack through 5 and 6. Logano jumps the curbs and ends up getting contact with Haley. Pushes Haley out in the grass, and now Haley's just along for the ride. Watch as he hits these tire barriers. Those things are great when you hit them head on, but when you hit them sideways, it just pulls them apart from each other.
Here as we see so much damage to...
Look up ahead, it just looks like either rear wheel lock up or wheel hop. You see some sort of an issue, either mechanic.
Now he's got a little bit of help from Greg Galding behind him, and then we've got another issue. The 92's around.
Screen right there. Oh, the 02 Perkins gets down the racetrack into the right rear of the 92.
Pushing and shoving right here, and you know, cars aren't driving. When you get pushed like that, the cars don't drive straight, and they're just banging into each other, and eventually they just run out. Look at that right there. Cars all the way in the air.
Looked like Jordan Anderson, the 27, is back there pushing Perkins and just got Perkins out of shape.
Back into the wall hard goes Ryan Blaney off the nose of Ty Gibbs.
Move where the car looks like it's getting uncomfortable and out of control. Massive.
Huge hit.
Massive
Ryan
hit.
Blaney.
You saw that wall.
Themselves, a big push coming now for Harvick.
Oh,
and around goes a couple cars. Priest upside down. He's barrel rolling through the grass. Ryan Priest up.
And then this is just violent. I mean, look at this car. That is just amazing that something that weighs over 3,500 pounds get in the air like that.
It looks like a toy car flying through the air. But as you mentioned, Jeff, 3,500 pounds. Such a violent accident for Ryan.
Wild how fast that car was sideways and in position to get airborne.
Bottom's going to be where
we got a spin on the front straightaway, the 6.
He's going to hit the inside wall hard.
Contact. Grass the way it does on the asphalt. And unfortunately, it turns head on to the wall.
It's a chain reaction. One guy thinks he can get in a hole, and another guy...
Oh, huge hit for Greg Van Alst.
just turns that 42 sideways. Oh, man, massive, massive impact for the outside wall, the 54 and the 3. The 3 somewhat.
A little too hard at the wrong time. Car got in the air there briefly. Not good to see. Very light. It's not planted in the ground. Look at that. Good thing those flaps.
Straightaway is going to bring out another yellow. 4 gets a little loose. I think the 43 was on his inside, and they just came together. And then really came.
Allgaier on the inside. Creed Allgaier's going to win at Martinsville. And they wreck on stretch. And they wreck